Yep.
What are we looking at, Queenie?
This is my first Gwen scrim,
Okay.
and oh, my damage was way lower than everybody else's.
Alright, we'll see. That is. I mean, you are playing jungle, but jungles in competitive always have low damage. So when it comes to competitive, you could be playing Graves, and it's still common to have low damage. That's just what it means to play jungle in competitive. But we'll see. That's if the games are like normal competitive games, slow and farming. If it's like a fucking fight fest, then you definitely shouldn't have low. So we'll see. Everything so far is normal, just full clear into dragon. So you can get this dragon, I'm just saying, alright, no fight, camps, peace, Alright, Nico, you're dead, peace, bro. Oh, actually, that's your Melissa's shell. Okay, you can kill, okay, just leave now. Leave. Wolves, Grump. Base, go to red buff, perfect. Nope, base. If Mundo sees you on a tribush ward, let's say this is Warden, he sees you on ward, and he takes your entire top side, red, Krugs, Raptors, are you not fucking crying, asleep?
I'm crying.
Even if you kill Brand, you're still crying, no? So that's why this base.
Yeah.
Because again, don't forget when you might think you're helping your team when you do that, but you're just hurting your team in the future. Because if you based 20 seconds ago, all 3 of these camps have already been killed, and you'd already be here right now. Yeah. So you're hurt, like being like, oh, I'm helping my bot lane by staying. No, you're hurting Fiora 1 minute from now when you do that. Make sense?
Yeah.
Because you end up being here, but if you were here earlier, you wouldn't have to use the ghost and ult. You could probably just use one of them and still be there in time. Plus, you'd have like red buff right now for this fight, you know. And that guy literally would have died if he had red buff. So you get the point. Also, don't forget to pop this potion. The second you get this orange pot, you should instantly pop it, like right now. There's no reason to hold it. Okay. I don't know when you get it.
Yep.
It's like you get like 5 minutes in the game or something, but always pop it. As long as we don't hold it.
Level 3.
Yeah, level 3 you get it, so just always pop it level 3. Anyways, this is really good so far early game. Got Dragon, got 2 Grubs, got Nashers. We're pretty happy. Full clear down. Play for this Dragon now. This guy, oh my god, Nico V. And this guy still walks back in. Awesome. Nice. Pull Dragon
Wait,
instantly.
you wanna hold the adaptive for spot too, or do you wanna just use it to
No.
like speed up clear?
No, never clear. You're using it only for fights. Like she used it here perfectly.
He said the gold potion.
Yeah.
The 50 gold that you get, if you insta pop it, it arrives on your first base.
Yeah. There's 2 potions, right?
Okay.
There's 3 potions. Blue, red, and you should hold red. You should use orange and blue instantly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay, play Dragon instantly. Perfect.
Oh, this guy's got moves.
Oh, you're ulting late though. This is ult late. Like you should be ulting the second he's now. Literally like E here and ult now. Because you're ulting not for the first R and even sometimes second R. It's not for the damage, it's for the slow. The R3
Yeah.
is what we care about. So you just E and ult right now. Boom. When he stands still to Q, he gets hit by ult now, guaranteed, because he stood still, right? So E ult,
Yeah.
slow guarantee hits. And now he won't do movement on you because he's slowed, right? But it's obviously harder to do it when he's not slowed. So yeah, I think this guy would have died if he ulted earlier. Or he'd have to flash earlier, and then when he flashes, you're like, okay, I leave because I traded my ult for flashes. Obviously worth because ult's a lower CD than flashes, right? So all good. I don't like the direction you're clearing. You should be clearing up towards the herald. So instead of doing wolves, blue, gromp, it should be either gromp, blue, wolves, or preferably blue, gromp, wolves, raptors, krugs. And then by then you finish that, you're already on the top side with the herald spawning. When you do like this, you see how now you're pathing it downwards. I don't want to be downwards.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to be upwards. Also, in the competitive, you should never show on vision if you could help it. If Mel was in base and you're cutting this wave, that's one thing. But here, it's her wave. So now, because normally you have to see through the game through the enemy team. I mean, this shit really matters a lot. Right now, enemy bot lane is saying, "Yo, can we dive their bot lane?" And their jungle is saying, "No, we don't know where Gwen is. If we dive bot lane and Gwen shows up, we'll get aced." And they say, "Okay, fine." And then 5 seconds later, yo, Gwen's on mid. We see her running to top jungle. Now can we dive bot? And like, yeah, of course. Their jungle can't be here. We see Gwen crossing into top side. So now you just killed your bot. And if this is like a, obviously I know this isn't Halo, but this is like a pro game. Your bot line's dove now because just because you should. So that's why junglers basically never can show. And so this applies in Soki as well. It's just not as nearly as often because it's not organized play. But in organized play, when people are voice comms and they can communicate like where they saw jungler, this is a very easy way to just fuck one of your laners. That's why it's obviously sometimes we show when it's a huge wave, then we can't say no, just too much golden XP. But when we show, it has to be for a really good reason. That was not a good reason. Make sense?
Yeah.
And yeah, you not taking this pot is just fucking you, because now you could buy an extra amp tone here, or sorry, ruby crystal or dark seal, but you're just sitting on a potion that gives you nothing. Oh well, this guy, they already have control. Like we see, this is what. Also, everything I just said about the jungler applies to supports too. It's the same. Jungler and supports are the only two lanes in the game that can't show on vid. You good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good. Jungle and support are the only two roles in the game that can't show on vision because it fucks the rest of the team. Nami just fucked her team. Nami shows on vision being mid, and she shows crossing into Herald. This obviously means they're at Herald, right? So you know what you could do here? Just be like, okay, give Herald, and dive whoever goes bot lane. Because now we have a guaranteed number advantage bot, right? Because if their support's top, their jungle's probably top too. Because their support's not going to solo Herald, right? So look at the info we just got. Garen's top, Corki's top, Nami's top, jungle's top. That means whoever shows bot lane is going to be island by themselves. One. No one. They're not going to have two people bot or three. It's going to be one guaranteed. What does that mean? Bots do 1v3. You go Scuttle, Kalen, Nico, one guarantee dive volume. There's no way they live 1-3-3. It's impossible. You could probably dive 1v2 even if you wanted to. And then you're gonna get first tower for feats, and you also have two grubs. You're gonna get first tower. You're gonna get the kill. Because with Herald, Herald just equals a tower, right? You use Herald just to break one tower. So if you always have an option to trade Herald for a tower, it's basically always worth it because you're basically getting Herald, right? Plus, when you dive, when you're getting tower, you're also getting a kill for diving the person. Plus, you're probably going to get, if any of the bot camps are up, you're probably going to get this bot camps too, right? And the next objective that's actually important, which is dragons running bot side. So if you get bot tower, then bot camps, and scuttle, and then you're also going to have full control of the side of the map that dragon spawns on, right? So when there's support, same thing how you showing topside should get your bot dove. Nami showing topside should get whoever shows up bot here dove. Because whoever shows up bot here, it's Corki. There's no way you don't think that you, Nico, Kaelin can 3v1 dive a Corki, right? And then also we see that his top camps are spawning. Raptors are spawning, so that means his Krugs are probably spawning too. So this should be a bot dive into bot tower, into 3 bot camps, and then dragon spawns in 2 minutes. And then all that gold will probably get you Riftmaker, and now you'll have Riftmaker before this third dragon fight, which will guarantee you that fight basically, and you just and boom. All make sense?
Yeah.
League at the highest level is all about balancing numbers. And the second you identify you have number advantage, you have to instantly force a fight on that side of the map. And the opposite way, the second you identify you have a number disadvantage on the side of the map, that's when you have to instantly give it or avoid dying. So yeah. Now we're in this playing this straight lane Herald mid. We show up with Ghost, ult instantly, perfect. You should E instantly as well. I think I said this last time too.
Oh, yeah.
You're not Eing, so you're losing attack speed. And this first E and second E are less damage, right? Your E auto does what, 140? Normal auto does 100. So you're missing 40 damage times 2. So you're missing 80 damage. Plus you're also attack speed. So if you eat, you'd probably get 3 autos in the same time. You got 2 in. So it's around what, 80? It's around 240 damage. Which is that's a lot. Also, you'd also miss Q damage because obviously you'd have, instead of a Q2 here, it'd be a Q. Instead of Q3, it'd be a Q4, right? Or I guess you'd be able to do it earlier on the Nami because she wouldn't be far, so you'd be able to Q4 right now. But now she's too far, so you're like, oh, I guess I'll just Q the fucking Mundo instead, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think really important to. It's very rare. And if you play 100 fights, Gwen's starting the fight Eing in 95% of them. It's like very rare she holds it. It's like only in very specific cases where like you need to hold your E for a spell. But even then, when you have Nashers, your E is such a low CD that when you E and then auto 3 times, your E just comes back up. So then it doesn't even matter to hold it. Okay, Keelan die. We're here. We're just calling to give. Here you're like, okay, I have no ult, no ghost, so let's give dragon. I like this a lot. I think your teammates shouldn't die. Like if you're calling, I don't know when you called it. I'm assuming, but if you're calling it earlier, yo, just give dragon. I'm trading. then your teammates should know, okay, we're not walking in because we're giving it. And then I think trading their first dragon for top kill, top camps, and top tower is really good. I also think that you should also hit the top tower with your teammate because you have 2 grubs, and Gwen is obviously, out of all the junglers in the game, she's probably top 3 best tower takers in the game. So you should definitely, if you're gonna trade dragon, we have to get this tower. And if Fiora can't get this tower herself, then you should just hit the tower with her, right? So blue camps will still be here. So after this Gromp, just instantly hit tower, and then after the tower, then you'll do Gromp in blue. I mean,
Yeah.
wolves in blue. Okay, let's watch this fight. We're 2 items. Our ult's back up, so now we're down to fight. Again, you could ult earlier. Like, I would just ult. If the plan's to go, you could literally ult right now. I don't know why your mouse is here. But you could literally E and then ult. And then he's going to be slowed, making it easier for Nico to engage, because obviously he's slowed. Same thing here. You could ult right now. You're slow him. There you go. Now we use it. And he's going to die. Boom. Auto. Don't forget the auto. Yeah, I think we just ulting late. We're just over chasing. We have to go so much deeper in to reach him because she covered so much distance. Also, you should like alt auto, then alt auto. You're like alt, and then you're literally in auto range in a second, but then you just anytime you could stack up your autos, you should just get your Q4 faster. So same, nothing new, just ult earlier, and don't forget to auto when you're in auto range. Also, if we had like, it's one of those things where if we got to top tower, which is what 700 gold split, so extra 400 gold, you'd have an extra like Amto in here. I don't think the Amto would have mattered, but or you'd have tier 2 boots maybe. This fight becomes a mess. Teammates are kind of getting caught a lot. Don't know what's going on with that. Watch this fight. Auto, nice. Not a bad fight. I do think this fight again, I would like ult and ghost instantly. Like I would be like, the second I see this, I see Herald Autocon's 3k. I'm just installing now, just for the, in this case, not even for the slow, just to ramp up my ult earlier. So I ult now. Now you have R2. Now I R2. Now I have R3. And I'm just fucking running in. Because you see here, once you have R3 plus Q, it does so much damage. So also the second like you use, I also think that once the fight has started, like once you use ult, you should also instantly ghost. There's never a time I'm ulting but not ghosting in team fight. It's always one and the other. Here you ult, and only now do you ghost. So you could, it's just a little bit faster on everything. I think afterwards, once you're in the fight, you played it well because you just didn't miss autos. You autoed Q the second it came up, autoed again. So this is good. It's funny because a lot of times this Gwen, the correct way to play fights is this fight. You're honestly just button smashing. The second your Q's up, you're instantly using it. The second your E's up, you're instantly Eing and instantly autoing. So I think it's complaints this game mechanically is that you're using your buttons slowly, and then this is your best fight of the game because you just used your buttons the second they came up, right? Big coincidence. So that was good. Now let's play into Dragon. Waiting for you to split push. Okay. Again, I'll just ult now. Perfect. Auto, Q, auto, ult. Let's see this one more time. I think you could use your spells before you got silenced. I think you're also going in too deep. Like here, as Gwen, you should, when you have these items, you should be really, really happy just hitting frontline because you're just gonna. I mean, you saw last fight. You're just gonna shred the fuck out of this guy, right? He can't survive you. If you get 2 Q4s and 8 autos off on him, he'll just die to fucking anything. So here, instead of Eing in, you just eat in, bringing yourself closer to Garen and closer to these guys. But I think if I'm you, I want to just stay here and keep autoing him and just keep getting Qs off him. Because here I think you eat yourself into danger. And now Brand goes on you and Garen goes on you and you get silenced. But here I think if you were just, I don't know, just 300 HP healthier, maybe even 200, you would live here. Because you'd obviously one auto off from killing Mundo, and then you get a second Triumph proc and more Conquer healing. And if you were just here instead of being here, you would avoid that 300 damage from Garen, obviously. So, and you wouldn't get silenced, you'd be able to ult earlier, and you'd be able to conquer heal earlier. So you still won the fight. Actually, I guess you guys went even, and you lost Dragon. So yeah, I think you just need to when you see a target in front of you who you can hit for free, Don't have to E, don't have to W, just accept a free target, and then once they start running at you, then you can use your E, then you can use your W, then you can use your defensive spells, right? Or if you want to E, you can E backwards or E sideways. You don't have to always E forward. So you only E forward when you need to hit a target or you need to get in range of a target. In that case, this guy Mundo was always in range of you, so you didn't have to use your mobility spell to get on him more because you're already on him. You know what I mean? Also, when you're walking into fights and you see your E's, you still have some E. You should just E now, even if you don't see an obvious target. If you could E at the very last second, so it'd be right now, you'd keep your stacks and then you'd be able to auto instantly, right?
Yeah.
And obviously you'd be able to get your Q off earlier because you'd have Q4 earlier, and then again even just 100 damage earlier, this guy would have died because and you would have lived because of Triumph. Okay, clearing. Base for death cap immediately, perfect. Nico dies. So okay, just get Baron and get double inhib. That's completely chill. Just W, E over the wall. Oh, you got stunned. When do we use E? We use E when the camp's already dead. Like, camp dies. Camp is one auto from death, and then we eat. So it's just lazy. Random death. You also should, if you W it instantly, I think you'd live because you get the armor and MR earlier, and then you live long enough to get your E out. So not really a big deal. Honestly, the 1-for-1's worth because they had Baron, so now you just wasted their Baron buff, so it ends up being good, but it's not necessary. Okay, show up to this dragon. Your team you should tell them to pull immediately because Garen's still dead. The longer we wait, the more time we're just waiting for Garen to get here. And look, Garen actually got here, so I don't know why we're not. We should be insta pulling. Like Garen just spawned in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Now we have a countdown started. We have 15 seconds of a 45 because he'll get here in 15 seconds. So we want to fight in the next 15 seconds, but you end up just walking back and forth, not pulling. I think if I had to guess, someone's calling to you guys want to be slow, wait for the supers, but 40.
Oh, we're waiting for Nico,
She's been
I
here.
think.
She's got here right. Like Garen spawned 3, 2, 1, and Nico's here. Boom. So now just pull. You'll pull it here, so Nico will. Nico's 5 seconds away. Garen 15 seconds away. So you have a 10-second,
Yeah.
timing. Nico's already been here, and now Mel's going back to mid wave, and now we're actually the ones at number
Yeah.
disadvantage for no reason. So. Okay. Don't forget to use your ult earlier. Nice. That guy's basically dead. Let me watch this one more time. Same thing before I think you got 2 autos up before Eing. 1, 2, yeah, 2 autos up before Eing, which is literally that this damage would have killed him. 200 damage. That's the damage difference. So yeah, sucks. That guy should die.
Wait, I'm confused. Wait, so are you saying
E, like when you E, your autos
E
do extra damage. Remember? So right now,
E first?
yeah, it's always E first.
No, this is confusing. Last fight you said not to E because then I got too close to everybody.
Yeah, but you see everyone on vision. Like who's gonna hit you right now?
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, this is tough.
I mean, you see. I mean, it's not. Think about you're overcomplicating. Think like you're a bronze player. Okay, you're a bronze player for a second. I see enemies nearby. I don't go. I see enemies far. I go. Far, far, far.
Okay.
You're a range champion. Your W disables it. Now let's compare this one to the other one. Let's go compare. Oh shit, they're literally melee range. Maybe I shouldn't EN. Before it was also different priorities. Gwen is not scared of range champions because range champs do damage from range. Your W disables, they can't hit you when they're outside your W. Melee champs don't have this problem. So Gwen is 10 times more scared of melee champs than range champs, right? Because Garen, all his damage is melee range. He'll just run into your W. Doesn't give a fuck that your W is up. All his damage is he just runs in QEs. Perfect. So your W does nothing for him. When we compare it to this fight, they only have one melee champion scared of this game, Garen. Every single time you die this game is from Garen running at you. We know Garen's not even here yet because Garen is fucking dead. He's running from base. This guy's probably on Raptors right now, at Raptor entrance, And then when we do see him here, he finally shows up. Where's Garen? He's chasing your Mel. You see him. He's not even on your screen. So
Yeah.
So yes, we would be Eing in because the only person we're scared of isn't even on our field of view.
Yeah.
So yes, this is where we begin because the only two people that are here are Brand and Nami, and your W completely stops them from hitting you.
Okay, I get.
Yeah. Because then the second Garen shows up, you're dead. Boom. I think you'd probably die anyways, but then Mundo would die, and then your team just fights the fight with number advantage. Back to the scene of the crime. Back to Dragon. I think you're overdiving. Same as before. When you see a target in front of you, just hit the target in front of you. Here, you're like, oh, I want to get this brand. This Mundo will die to a single Q4, right? Yeah, boom. See? So kill this Mundo, and then we'll deal with the brand afterwards. Get the soul. Okay, Garen shows up, just fucking. Oh, fuck, hell no. I mean, yeah, this Garen has been. I'm pretty sure Garen is the only person in this game consistently killing you. So
Yeah.
We're pulling this because Garen's dead. Perfect. So, and now Garen's been alive. Like now, we got it. Fucking this dipset. We got the soul. What else? Actually, it's not even soul. We got the third dragon. What else is there to fight for? So, I mean, bad death, but technically this death doesn't do anything because no objective was up. So who cares? Okay, Baron dies. We instant pull dragon. I mean, Baron. We should just. I don't know what the fuck. I guess your team's calling to end. We should always do Baron. There's 2 people dead. Baron's guaranteed. I don't know where the fuck we're going. It's never Inib over Baron. The only reason why you wouldn't do Baron is if you guys think you could end, but there's no way you guys think you could end because look at Kalen and Nico's HP, right? So this just be Baron. I don't know what we're doing. That is bad. Now they pull it. He'll flush this fight. Ult instantly. Ult's good. Yeah, this is good. You're not overdiving. You're just hitting the person in front of you. This is really good. I don't care that you died. Your teammates should wipe them up. I think once this guy's thing, now you could probably E out because this fight's already over. The second you see Garen dead, the fight's. You should clarify the fight as 1 because obviously it's 45. So now you don't have to do damage anymore to win the fight. The fight's already been won. Now your only job is to like not die because then it becomes 44, right? So I think it's fine to still do that. I'm not saying run away to Africa. I'm saying you can still fight. Just instead of like Eing in, you can kind of E to the side or E backwards now, right?
Yeah.
And also in the last disagreement, I'm not saying you always want to start with E, but when I said dragon, I didn't say don't E. I just said just don't E in. You can E sideways. You can E left. You can E right. You can E backwards. You should always start fights with Eing no matter what. It's just a different.
Okay.
It's just a question of should we E aggressively, sideways, or backwards. In this case, the fight's already won, so it's only sideways or backwards. So yeah. But yeah, teammates. I mean, I'm going to assume your teammates fucked up because they overchased or something. This fight should be hard winning. Your Fiora, I think your Fiora entered the fight, I guess. Because that should have been a winning fight without Garen died. Wait, what is our ult? Okay. Well, just... okay. We're playing fucking elite sniper Gwen. I mean, yeah, I don't know what you're doing. I said, yeah, it's the same thing as before. Just a nice deal, but you just as Gwen, because you're such a good tank killer, you should be completely happy just hitting the front line. Obviously, preferred world is we're diving backline. Like who doesn't want to dive squishy backline? But as you should be completely happy. Just I'm just going to hit the people in front of me. You know. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, but at this point, also you should be going. Even though we all of our damage is 2 damage, when you see them stacking MR, you should happily build Void or like Bloodletters because I think this Mundo went Kanik second, and you've seen this fight in this game. How many? Let's say you've played 10 team fights. You've dove their backline 2 out of 10, and you've just killed frontline 8 out of 10, right? So in that case, if you're only able to consistently hit the front line, we should build to kill the front line. In that case, if this guy Mundo has 200 MR, having a void sounds pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I steal. I assume, yeah, you guys just run them down. Yeah, I don't know. I think ult a lot earlier in fights, ghost earlier in fights, E earlier in fights. Don't forget to, and then that was like all the fighting points. And then early game, it was just a trading point that one time where when you're trading, it should be way more like less hesitant. Where was it? So where's the trading point?
The rift.
Yeah, the rift. I think it's coming up now. Yeah. When you see the Nami thing, just be like, okay, nice. Just dive bot lane. Rift's also, out of all the objectives in the game, Grubs, Dragon, Otacon, Rift is just the worst objective in the game. So it's the one. It should be the one you're the most willing to trade. Obviously, if you're able to fight it. But in this case, when they have first control, there's no point to take the risk. Even if it's 2 to 10, they may be like, oh, it's 2 to 10. Why not? Well, I don't know, just way more guaranteed better play. That's still gonna be more gold in your pocket in the long run. So even if it's not an even trade. When you're ahead, you don't want to give even trades. I don't think this is even trade. I think this is a trade you're winning. So, any questions this game?
Nope, sounds good.